Day 25, we have a movie that probably almost nobody's seen, but more people need to. We have The Midnight Meat Train. Let's go. The Midnight Meat Train was released in 2008. A photographer's obsessive pursuit of dark subject matter leads him into the path of a serial killer who stalks late-night commuters, ultimately butchering them in the most gruesome ways. I saw this movie for the first time either the year it came out or 2009. I didn't read anything on it. As a matter of fact, I watched this on the old Comcast on-demand layout. Do you remember that? Where it had like the blue screen and it had two panels of categories to choose from. Those were the days. I recognized Leslie Bibb. Also, this was, I think, my introduction to Bradley Cooper because this was before The Hangover. This film makes violence very stylized. The gore is excessive at times, but I feel like it's intentional, almost like a wink at the audience. It's very straightforward. It knows exactly what it's doing. And if you don't have a weak stomach, I feel like that's something to appreciate. I don't really know too much about how much this film is appreciated, but if it does not already have a cult following, I feel like it deserves one. It's one of those movies that's just an acquired taste and gets better with time. It falls under the slasher subgenre, I guess you could say. There's a surprising amount of originality here, and the pacing lends itself to that. Both go hand in hand very well. There's a lot of elements that work here unconditionally, but one constant that makes this movie what it is Vinnie Jones. He plays a serial killer, and I've heard stories and read stories, I don't know if any of them are true, but he's a really unpleasant person to work with. He's a huge dick on set, and all in all, he just doesn't make things that easy. But in this role, I feel like if he was to stay in that mindset, it would make for a really effective atmosphere on set, and I feel like it would ramp up what's happening on camera too. No one portrays a villain as convincingly as Vinnie Jones. You can definitely recognize the Clive Barker influence throughout. There's some prominent themes on display, but there's also almost this bleak romance underlying it all that kind of just seduces you into not taking your eyes off the screen. And I also get a lot of vibes similar to like the Hitcher. Third act takes a turn, and it might not pay off for a lot of you guys, but I appreciated it, and it's still a worthy ride on the subway. This movie is streaming for free on Tubi TV, Vudu, Amazon Prime, and I actually think it's also available for free on Redbox. I think this is my first time saying Redbox on this list, but yeah, knock yourself out. We're getting towards the end of the month. We got the final just under a week, so hop on back here until the end of October. I appreciate y'all checking in, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.